What happens to your Social Security if you retire in your 50s and you're not working up until the age that you turn on Social Security? That's what we're going to talk about next. Hey, this is Mel Stubbs. I'm a financial planner here at Christie Capital Management. We're trying to bring you good content that relates to your retirement planning. If you jump on over to the SSA.gov website, you'll see that they determine your retirement age to be the age that you begin receiving Social Security benefits. But for many people, this is not the same age that they start working. The age that you stop working will affect the amount of Social Security retirement benefits that you get. Social Security bases your retirement on your highest 35 years of earnings and the age you start receiving benefits. If you stop working prior to receiving benefits and you have less than 35 years of earnings, then your benefit amount will be affected. They use a 0 for each year without earnings. And when they calculate the amount of retirement benefits that you are due, years with no earnings reduces your retirement benefit amount. Even if you do have 35 years of earnings, when you stop working, some of those years may be low earning years. When you file for your retirement benefits, those years will be averaged into your calculation, creating a lower benefit as well. However, if you had continued to work, your lower earning years would have been replaced with higher earning years. Higher earnings would increase your benefit. So here's what this means. There are two factors that determine how much you're going to be getting. One of them is based on when you start receiving your Social Security benefits. You can see on this chart that if you were born in 1960 or later, then your full retirement age is 67. The number of months between age 62 and that full retirement age would be 60 months. The reduction for turning it on early is 0.5% for every month, which equates to 30% reduction from what your full benefit would have been if you'd have waited till 67. If you wait until after your full retirement age, and let's say wait till age 70, there's an 8% increase added for every year that you wait past full retirement age. So the first thing to determine your benefit is when you turn on your Social Security benefits. What age are you when you turn it on? The second thing that affects the payout is your earnings history. Social Security looks at the highest 35 years of earnings. If you don't have 35 years of earnings, then there will be zeros in the years that don't add up to 35. If you do have 35 years of earnings and you work one more year at presumably a higher income, then it would cause the first year to kind of drop off at the presumably low income. I know for me, my first years of working were at Subway in high school. So if I work another year making more money, then the low money that I earned back in high school would drop off. If you have several zeros, that would bring down your average. So one of the problems with retiring early is that you won't have those high years of earnings that factor into your Social Security amount. If you retire so early that you don't have 35 years of earnings, then you'll have zeros factored in. The assumption that Social Security makes when you pull a statement off their website is that you're going to work all the way up to 62, then retire and turn it on at 62. When they show you age 67, they're assuming you're going to work right up until the age of 67 and then turn it on. They are estimating similar income to what you have now for the years leading up to your retirement time. This is not how it works in reality when people retire before age 62. Now, is this a huge deal? Well, possibly. What you would want to do is get a full financial plan where you can factor in all of your income sources. Maybe you have a pension. Maybe there's a spousal Social Security. We need to factor in a good estimate on what your Social Security benefits would be based on when you retire. What type of assets do you have? What type of lifestyle are you trying to live at? All of these factor into whether you can have a successful retirement. So it's important to get a good estimate on what your Social Security would be. But if all the math works and you can retire at age 58 and the financial plan says that you have enough, then you don't have to work longer just to get a little bit more Social Security. If we can show you that you have enough and that you're able to retire, anything additional that you have above that is considered more than enough. So feel free to work longer if you think that's what God is calling you to do. But if you have enough and you don't want to keep working, then don't let this cause you to keep working just to get a little bit more Social Security. If you need help figuring out what your Social Security amount would be, and better yet, if you need help figuring out what the full financial plan looks like with all the income sources, all the expenses, the investments and so forth, please reach out to Christie Capital Management. Go to our website, ChristieCapital.com. Give us a call on the number on your screen. We would love to help bring clarity in your life on this subject. Yes, Social Security is important, and getting a good number to plan with is important. But working an extra 4 years for the sole purpose of getting just a little bit more Social Security, it may not make sense depending on what the rest of your numbers look like. If you want to talk about it, go to our website, ChristyCapital.com. Feel free to go to ChristyCapital.com/email and get on our email list so that you can receive every couple of weeks good, pertinent information that deals with retirement. I'm Mel Stubbs. I hope you found value in this video. We need to do the proper disclaimers. The purpose of this video is not to give specific tax advice or investment advice. We're going over general principles and ideas that can be used, and if used correctly can save and avoid taxes. You're going to want to work with someone personally who knows your situation personally, so seek out advice from an independent financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. I hope you enjoyed the video.